We love hip hop.
There meets Booggz.
I'm going to tell you guys about the first time I met Booggz. I'm going to tell you guys about the first. It'd be a lot better. I think this is because I am planning on switching majors and whatever. So that's what I was about to start doing. I was about to start studying. So he goes, what else? And I said, honestly, I can't think at the moment. My mind's not really there. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. And then he's like, oh, but you could tell me something. And I said, again, like, I'm in the middle of doing something, fam. Like, I don't know what you want from me. And I said, by the way, you didn't even tell me what your name is. Who are you? He says, Nick, which is relevant to the story. I said, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, oh, you don't know who I am? I said, no, I really don't. Cool. So he asked me about the podcast. He's on me about the podcast and whatever. And he's like, you know, what kind of a thing is it that like you're working on something and you can only come up with one thing to do to improve it? And I said, fam, it's not that I can't sit down and brainstorm. I'm just not in the headspace for that right now. I'm doing something. So with that response, he says, why are you getting irate? What's your problem? I said, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Nobody's getting irate. I can readily assure you I'm calm. But you're pressing me about something that, you know, like it's really not that tech. So he tells me, he's like, so you know Gutsy? He's like, call Gutsy. And I'm like, for what? You call him that. You think that's your dog's. He says, I don't have his number. So I'm like, holy fuck, man. So anyways, I call Gutsy. I'm like, Gutsy, there's this guy that's here. He says that he knows you. Ray. He goes, what's this guy's name? I'm like, it's Nick. He's like, I don't know no fucking Nick. And he's like, oh, tell him where you're at, whatever. So I followed the instructions. And Gutsy's like, I don't know no fucking Nick from that person or that area. I don't know what he's talking about. Then he said, Booggz. And I said, oh, fuck. And he's like, oh, yeah, I don't know why you tell me Nick. Like, I don't know you as no fucking Nick. I know you as Booggz, whatever. This is that and the third. So they're talking, right? I put it like Gutsy's on speaker. And I said, all right, man, I'll like take this guy's number, whatever, so I can get back to my shit. See, walks up to me and tries to snatch my phone out of my hand.
Wow.
So I'm like, yo, have your conversation and whatever. Get the man's number so, you know, I can just do my thing. So they finish speaking. Booggz goes back inside the kitchen and holy fuck, man. He goes, so you really weren't going to give me your phone? And I said, no. And he goes, oh, so you don't respect me? And I'm like, what? I said, it's not that I don't respect you. I don't know you. You didn't need my phone. Like, you have your own phone. He's like, oh, so you think I'm going to steal your whack ass fucking iPhone, your old ass iPhone?
Wow.
And I said, no, but I just don't want you touching my things. Long story short, this guy wows out. Oh, you're a Des Brampton thing.
Oh,
you
shit.
stupid bitch. You whack ass bitch. I should spit in your face. I should box you. And I said all that because I never gave you my phone. Like, and we're going back and forth. And Gutsy eventually gets called. Vegas.
What the fuck is going on?
Eventually gets called. It's a whole thing. The person's place that we were at comes, or she's on the phone and she's like, I don't know what's going on with this guy. Like, this is so weird. Like, he normally doesn't act like that. The man is telling me he's gonna punch me in my face, all sorts. Okay. So I said, you know what? Clearly this guy's fucking zooped. Let me just leave the crib until the person who lives,
I haven't heard zooked in a long time,
at this spot comes back and can deal with him because clearly he came over for something. So I go and I step outside. I go to step outside. I put my pants on because I was just chilling, whatever, underneath the blanket on the couch. And he's like, oh, so you're putting your pants on? In jail, that means you want to fight. And I said, nigga, are you on drugs? Like, you're not in jail and I'm a shotty. I'm leaving. The man stands in front of the door and says, if you want to leave, you have to go through me or you need to climb through a window or something and find your way out of here. I'm like, you're fucking weird. And yeah, we end up going back and forth. I finally end up getting to leave. He follows me outside and I start to snap. The person comes there. And it's like a whole thing. So I told this man, he keeps coming in my face. I said, listen, like, I don't beef with niggas, but if you want that, it can get like that. And he's like, oh, you're just trying to put me back in jail. But little do you know, my label will bail me out. I won't be in jail for a few days. So I should really just box you and spit in your face. And Ray. None of that happened, whatever the case is. But
Gang, I should have checked this earlier. What the hell am I hearing right now? Booggz! Please say this ain't so, fam. Brother. Bruv. But check my bumbleclot DMs tarotted. Bruh.
Booggz is a fucking goof, like I told him. I said he's a pussy. He said that he was gonna get his shotty to come jump me. A whole bunch of shit. Booggz needs to go to rehab. And he needs to understand that he is not relevant or important to the Toronto scene at the moment. And he won't be until he gets off the drugs. So, yeah.
Shiesty's Buzz like, yo, that's your boy. Why you say, why is he my boy? Like, I fuck with Booggz, but like, how did he be? That's your boy. That's your mans and them. Yikes.
That's that on that. So I'm not even really finna deal with him, but like, Booggz is a goof. Oh, he told the man that he said, you guys don't rate me. I'm never coming on your show. If you have her on there, you better fire this bitch. And I said, all right, tell the man to fire me.
You're still here.
I'm still here, and guess who's not here? And guess who's still on drugs, tripped out, paranoid.
Shout out to my dog, man. But yeah, I think that was an uncalled for situation. Oh, almost fell on my boss, my head. That was an uncalled for situation. Didn't need to get to that point.
What do you mean? It didn't need to happen, period.
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't need to get to that point. He didn't need to get at you like that. There had to be an understanding where, like, it's people's property, just to, like, balance, fam. Like, you don't need to be touching people's stuff.
Well, you can't do that when you're a fucking codeine fiend. You don't know anything about balance.
Well, yeah, he needs help.
Oh, you guys are gonna line me. Nobody like there's the man that want my head, brother. If you think that I'm an aunt bitch and that people want to line you, why would you sit here and antagonize me? Does that make sense?
Chat, you guys have 3 minutes for questions. If you guys,
okay, I gotta say this because this is crazy. Booggz, you're back. Okay, you're back on roads. You did 4 years in jail. You had one of the biggest songs in the Toronto history at one point, right? On the YouTube, one of the first people to hit, if not the first person to get 1 million plus views on YouTube from Toronto as a rapper. Okay, so you have a lot of accomplishments under your belt. Signed major deals with freaking like upwards of freaking $500,000, even more than that. Okay, like, so you've handled crazy bread, 2-3 Drake features. All right, now that you're back home, I know the internet it's always evolving. Okay, and even while mans are in jail, they can see how the internet is evolving. However, don't fuck this up, brother. Please. All right, I'm already seeing patterns right now that we're starting to mimic stuff from before, where I'm just seeing multiple posts. At first, everything was behind like close friends type of shit. That's cool. But when I start seeing like multiple posts back to back, you know, a lot of stories over and over again, to me, it's a sign of boredom. Okay? An idle mind is the devil's playground, brother. Get into the stew. I know you're already in the stew, then double time that shit. All right? I'm trying to give you some advice because I fuck with you, brother. Right? Do not get mixed up in this internet bullshit. You are a musician. These guys, as they show themselves more online, takes away from the lore, from the mystique of being a musician. All right? Drake can do that. But then also Drake pulls back. Drake's not online every single day posting about shit. He's not reminiscing about bitches from back in the days and shit. Not to call Chroma's a bitch, right? He's not reminiscing about gal them from back in the days and shit, and really exposing the way that he moves. All right, all of these words on top of things and like, cut it out. Silence. Keep it low. All right. Less is more. I know you want to be up in the mix with all these niggas and have the blogs repost you and be up on the Torontology Reddits, and then Fridays over here talking about you. We're going to talk about you if you drop a banger and the banger starts taking over the Toronto streets. And then there's videos of people playing that new Booggz song in the club, and that keeps on getting pushed around through the algorithm like, yo, did you hear that new Booggz song? I see people doing sounds for it on TikTok. I see people freaking jamming to it at the day parties. Like, that's what we need. That's the content. Fuck all these Toronto rap beef, Toronto politics bullshit. Fuck all of the bullshit from back in the days with the gal them. Don't be up in real public, in real life, mixing up with people as somebody who people know as a Toronto rapper. And listen, even with Shorty here, if she don't know you, that's fine, fam. Not everybody knows you. There's a lot of niggas who have a lot of views. I got a lot of views, nigga. What the fuck? Niggas might not think so because y'all are the rappers and we're just the freaking stupid content creators, but I got 8,000 plus fucking videos out there. When I walk on the street, not everybody recognizes me, fam. Right? Big salute to the homie. I seen a brother at the dispensary yesterday. Okay, I went to go grab something. I said, yo, boom, I needed a little quicker as I was kind of running low. Went to the dispensary, get my thing. I'm walking out the dispensary. A little YN sees me. He's like, "Alai, that's you? Can we take a flick? Let's do it." Click, click, click. And when we kept it moving. That shit don't happen every day. So if a nigga don't know who I am, I'm not going to be like, "What the fuck? You don't know who I am, nigga? Mind I slap you." Because then if it gets back now onto the interwebs, and now niggas posted on Reddit that, oh, Friday was acting like a diva somewhere, then guess what? Y'all niggas are going to look at me like a clown. And then guess what? Y'all niggas will be right. Come on, fam. The thing is, if you weren't talented, then who gives a fuck? Just crash out because niggas just want to see that and we don't care about your music. But you are actually talented, brother. So, again, less is more. I want to hear tunes. I don't want to see you on the gram no more. All right? You can DM me and be like, "Friday, chill. What's wrong with you?" You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, brother. I'm giving you advice to help you win. Get off of the fucking gram, my nigga. It's too much. 2 hours ago. Let me find some. Yo, don't let me see no more story posts for the day, my nigga. You can't have the people them out here on podcasts dragging your name before you're even able to drop a tune, nigga. So then now by the time you drop a tune, you have given the internet a bunch of shit to say about you and preconceived judge you before people even get to hear the tune. You reverse engineer that shit. Drop the tune, then crash out. Okay? But don't crash out and then drop the tune after and then expect niggas to be like, "Yo, you the shit." Because the niggas are going to be like, "Yo, fam, did you see what he said? Oh, did you see what that girl said about him? Oh, did you see that thing that he said about Chromas?" And now listen to your music. Nah, fam. Get it together, my nigga. Please. Listen, with that, I think I'm going to move on.
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.